This video explains how to extract dates from a time series object using the R programming language. So without too much talk, let's dive into the R code. In this video I will show you several examples, and all of these examples are based on the time series object that we can create with lines 2 to 4 of the code. So after running these lines of code, a new time series object is appearing at the top right, which is called myTS. And we can print this time series to the bottom in the RStudio console by running line 5 of the code. And then you can see that we have created a time series object that contains the years 2020 to 2028 and different dates for the different month. We can also check the class of our time series object using the class function in line 7 of the code. And then you can see that the class of our data object is the TS class. So TS stands for time series. Now let's assume that we want to extract the dates from our time series object. Then we can apply the functions of the SU package. And for this we first need to install and load the SU package, as you can see in lines 9 and 10 of the code. I have installed the package already, so for that reason let's only load the SU package, as you can see in line 10 of the code. And then in the next step we can use the as.yearmon function in combination with the time function, and we are applying these functions to our time series object. And I'm also storing the output of this in a new data object that I'm calling dates1. So after running line 12 of the code, a new data object called dates1 is appearing at the top right, and we can print the first 6 values in this data object by using the head function, as you can see in line 13 of the code. And then you can see at the bottom in the RStudio console that we have returned the dates from our time series object. So in this case, the dates January 2020, February 2020, and so on. So in this first example, I have explained how to use the functions of the SU package for this task. However, it's also possible to use the lubridate package to extract the dates from a time series. And for this, we first need to install and load the lubridate package. I have installed this package as well, so for that reason, I'm also just going to load it with line 16 of the code. And then in the next step, I'm using the date decimal and the as.numeric and the time functions to extract the dates from our time series object. And as in the previous example, I'm storing these dates in a new data object, and in this case I'm calling this data object dates2. So after running line 18 of the code, this new data object is appearing at the top right. And after running line 19 of the code, you can see the first 6 entries of our new data object. And as you can see, once again, we have returned the dates from our time series. However, this time we have returned these dates in a different format. That's all I wanted to explain in this video. In case you want to learn more on this topic, you may check out my homepage statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video, so you can find it there. If you have liked this video, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. I'll try to respond to all comments as soon as I can. Furthermore, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified about future video releases. I have already published about 500 videos on this channel, and I'm releasing new videos on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.